Aha, I'm live on multiple platforms. I'm live on my Facebook page, I believe. I'm live on the Hey House Facebook page, and I am also going to be found in doing this on my YouTube channel, which is kind of amazing because we've just worked out how to do it. I'm going to be doing a bit more YouTube in the coming months. And LS has said, love that we can see Yasmin's video on YouTube. Yes, you can. So if you want to find my YouTube channel, it's just go to YouTube and then hit Yasmin Boland Moonology, and it should take you to my YouTube page. Please like and subscribe, because I don't have that many subscribers on YouTube because I haven't worked out how. I always love doing Facebook, actually. I haven't quite worked out until now how to get onto YouTube. So today we are here to do something. So it's called Finding Time to Manifest. Hello, Stacey. Hi, Stacey Thompson. Hi, everybody. It's so nice to see everybody hopping on. So, yeah, finding time to manifest. Now, why am I talking about this? Mainly because not that long ago, I decided to ask people who are on my Facebook, who are members of my Facebook page, but also in my Facebook group, what is stopping you from manifesting, do you think? What's stopping you from doing moon manifesting? What's stopping you from manifesting your dreams? What is standing in your way? What is between you and manifesting? And so the results came back, and they were extremely interesting. And there were sort of 5 main categories of things that people came up with. So what I thought I would do is I would address one of the top ones, which is people saying that they don't have time to manifest. They don't have time to do their new moon wishes. They don't have time to do their full moon ceremonies and so on. So here I am. I'm going to try and talk you into finding the time to manifest, because I believe that we have the ability to manifest, okay? And excuse me, if we just take a little bit of time, we can really change our lives in amazing ways. So I've come up with about 6 different things that you can do to help you to manifest. So the first one is mark the new moon and the full moon in your calendar every month and treat them as kind of pivotal points and pivotal appointments, okay? So I guess what I'm saying is, if you really want to change your life, you're going to have to change your life, all right? So start by doing this. Now, I have to say, and I promise you I didn't write this for this, but if you have my Moonology diary, which happens to match very well with my top today, then of course all the new moons and the full moons are in there. And indeed, I actually have another new product, the Moonology desk calendar, which I will get to later because I actually think this can help people find the time to manifest. All that's in there as well. But I guess what I'm saying is, you know, it's really important to set aside time every new moon and full moon to do your manifesting, because you know what, if you don't do it, who will? Or, you know, if you don't do it, your competition will. So schedule in a bit of time for spirituality. We all have bazillions of commitments. You know, if you've got kids, you're taking your kids here and there. If you've got a spouse, you've got to bring them into the picture. Maybe you've got aged parents, whatever. We all have all these priorities, but we have to give ourselves a bit of priority. Okay, so if you do nothing else, schedule in the new moon and the full moon, okay? And even a brief engagement twice a month with the moon's energy, as short as 10 minutes, will do the trick, and honestly can have a really significant impact on your life. It really will start to change your life. Another quick thing, and by the way, I'm going to try and keep this broadcast today to 20 minutes because the whole point is we're all so busy. I didn't think I should keep you too long. The next thing is to create a little ritual corner. You can call it an altar. If you find that weird, think of it as a little ritual corner or a little spirituality corner. Designate a special area in your house, or if you live with people and you don't want to be doing it out in front of everyone, do it in front of, do it in your bedroom, Okay, you can do it in your bedroom. It doesn't matter where you have it. And don't even worry about, is it your feng shui manifestation corner? Don't worry. Just create a little space where you can go, maybe put some candles, some oracle cards, just create a nice inviting atmosphere. And then every day for just literally 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes, go light your candle, light the incense, or put the candle in an oil diffuser, and just connect with the divine. Okay, connect with the divine and say something like, I hereby align with my highest good, and I call in my highest good. Thank you, universe. Thank you. I mean, that is literally going to take you 2 or 3 minutes. Now, I didn't come up with this idea. In fact, my teacher in India, Sri Shakti Narayani Amma, who's an amazing, amazing teacher, gave me that information. Just create a little space where once a day, even if you've got a million other things to do, you can take a minute, 30 seconds, light the candle. I align with my highest good. I call in my highest good. Only good will come to me today. Whatever you want to say, something along those lines. And you will see that even this tiny little practice is going to start to change your life. Another thing you can do is to start to pay attention to the energies that are around, okay? Because, if it's a day when Mars is squaring Pluto, for example, then you're going to want to know that, because just say you're trying to manifest a better relationship with your mother or sister or whatever. And then if you know that today the energies are going to be really tricky, then that's not probably the day to go and see your mother or your sister if there's already a lot of tension in the air. Or just say you're trying to manifest true love, okay? And so what do you want for that? You want something like Venus-Mars alignment, or Venus-Jupiter alignment, or maybe a new moon in Libra, which is sextiling Saturn or whatever. So you want to be aware of the energies. And this is actually another place where my beautiful new Moonology calendar will come in, which I'll tell you about in a second. Someone's actually said they've already got it and they love it. Thank you. So what this calendar does, just so you know, like either you can find that information out in an ephemeris, which is like cost you cheapest chips to buy on the internet, but you do have to understand astrology. Or you can find it on your feed. People mention, even I do a daily message, but the daily messages that I do every day, I actually have now put into this thing. So you can find them on my Facebook feed, but if you want to kind of plan ahead, you can get this desk calendar or something like it, but preferably my desk calendar. Thank you very much. Timing matters, says Carolyn. Yes, timing completely matters. And then in here, every day, there's a little message that will help you to understand what's going on in the skies. Okay, so that was a good one. Okay, so you've heard of the calm before the storm. In many ways, this period is the calm after the storm of the Jupiter-Uranus alignment earlier this month and the recent full moon. Breathe out. So that's going to be a good day to just chill, not to try too much. Let's do another one. As the moon moves into the proud sign of Leo, it's time to decide where you want to shine in your life. What do you have to change to become your idea of the best version of you? So, that's the day to do it, because it's the moon moving into Leo. So that's a really good day to sort of think about what you love about you. And then, manifesting isn't just about making your wishes. So you really do need to make your wishes at new moon. And I will always remind you to. I will always remind you to here in this as well, by the way, and obviously in the diary as well. Obviously, we go big on the new moon and the full moon in there. But it's not just about that. That's where you really send your intentions out to the universe, and it's crucial to do it. But it's also the little things that you do every day. Oh, Vicky Lynn is saying your Moonology desk calendar is beautiful. Thank you, Vicky Lynn. It is so beautiful. It's actually designed by a wonderful English designer called Ali Vermilio. and it's sort of got little instructions on the back of how you can just stick it on your desk. So every day. So in fact, using something like this or using this very thing is another way to find time to manifest, because how long is it going to take you every day? You've got the calendar, just rip the page off, read what's happening and pay attention and think, okay, so this might be a good day to ask for a raise, or this might not be a good day to ask for a raise, or how's next Tuesday? You know, I've made this appointment or this meeting or this date or whatever, and you can look in advance and see what kind of energies are coming up. So it's about incorporating little things. Another thing you can do as well is you can actually, once you know what's coming up, what's coming down the energy pike, you can do things like set reminders in your calendar, for example. So for me, what I do especially, I mean, obviously I have the new moons and the full moons and the quarter moons and the dark moons, all those in my, I have them in my diary. I just put them in there, you know, at the start of the year. But also what I sometimes do is if I know there's a big astrological thing coming up, or I know that, you know, it's going to be good for love or abundance or really bad for, you know, arguments or whatever, I put that in my diary, in my online calendar, so that when it comes up, I get a reminder. Although I would say that that's what I've always done. But now that I've got my fantastic desk calendar, of course, I don't need to do that anymore, I suppose, because I could just, you know, read ahead or rip the page off and I'll know. But it is kind of nice if you like digital stuff as well. You can maybe combine it. You can look ahead in the calendar, put it on your online calendar, and just have that digital reminder. Because when you're manifesting, you know, the thing that will really throw your energies off are things like tough astrological energies, okay? So just say if Mars is squaring Pluto, you know it's going to be a difficult day for everyone. So even if you're like meditating and chanting and you're going to breeze through the day and be really cool and just, you know, be on top of everything, there's no guarantee that the people around you are also meditating and chanting and going to be really cool and on top of everything. You might end up clashing forces with someone. So maybe, you know, if you're trying to manifest something and you need someone's help, you know, like you've got to be extra careful that day. So it's really about starting to understand the energies. And another thing you can do, you know, in terms of how do you find time to manifest, how do you find the discipline to manifest, another thing you can do, and it's kind of a little bit more advanced, but you can find out where your Saturn is in your chart. Saturn, S-A-T-U-R-N. Find out where Saturn is in your chart, and then have a look at what sign it's in, and what house it's in, and just Google that. And Saturn is the planet of discipline, so it's going to be telling you, you know, this is how you are with discipline. You're very disciplined, or you're not that disciplined, or, you know, you could be more disciplined. So once you start to understand yourself and what you're actually like as a person and how you are, then Saturn actually rules time. So when it comes to saying, I need to find time to manifest, okay, Saturn is actually the planet that rules time. So once you understand your Saturn, once you start to understand how Saturn plays out in, then you're going to understand better how you can be more disciplined about finding that time, that either be it 1 minute a day to kind of align your energies, because when your energies are aligned, you are going to be a better manifester. Or you find those 5, 10, 15 minutes every 2 weeks for the new moon and the full moon to do your new moon wishes and your full moon forgiveness, because then you're going to be a better manifester. Why? Because setting intentions brings clarity, and once you know what you want, you're going to start putting it out into the universe. But also, as importantly, not only will you put it out to the universe, you'll also, because you've set this intention in your head, so you've got this intention in the back of your head, what you're actually also going to do is start to take steps towards what you want, okay? Because once you have a goal, then you start to put everything else you do through the filter of that goal, once you have a really clearly declared goal. And another little trick that I can offer you in terms of, you know, how to find the time to manifest and how to make sure that you're manifesting, how to kind of boost your chances of actually manifesting, is also to pay attention to what's happening with the planet Mercury, okay? Okay, sorry, because Mercury is the planet of the mind and the planet of speech. Okay, so again, it's a bit like, so initially I was saying look at Saturn. So Saturn in your chart, where you were, where and when you were born. So understand your Saturn, which sign is it in, which house is it in. So that'll help you understand how to make time, Saturn, to manifest. Saturn is actually the planet of manifestation, believe it or not. Basically Saturn and Neptune, because Neptune is the planet of dreams and Saturn is the planet of concrete, so it helps make your dreams real. And plus it will teach you, your Saturn will show you how disciplined you can be or how to be more disciplined. But Mercury, I'm not talking about Mercury in your chart, though that could be interesting to look into as well. I'm actually talking about where Mercury is right now. So actually I can't even tell you where Mercury is right now. I'd have to have a look in my software. Let me see if I can quickly see it. I might be able to. Yes, I can. So Mercury is currently in the sign of Scorpio, okay? So knowing that Mercury is in the sign of Scorpio actually means, well, Scorpio, very good for esoteric work, for occult work, for deep, mysterious work. Well, manifesting is all those things. So you know, okay, well, Saturn's in Scorpio, really good. Previously, Saturn was in Libra, the sign of love and abundance. So, you know, if you wanted to do manifesting for that. And again, I'm sorry, but I have to say it. That is actually really useful for that, because this will tell you where, you know, when Mercury changes signs. Oh, there you go. How fancy opening to that. A wonderful Mercury-Jupiter alignment is forming, which will make it easier to stay positive about working hard to make your dreams come true. Focus on the good. Okay, so it kind of gives you an idea of what's happening, and you can then use that, extrapolate that for your manifesting. And just to show you as well, one amazing thing we've got in here is we've actually got all the moon phases. So if I just flip those, you'll see the moon phases. See how the moon phases kind of go along the page? It's a bit hard to show you. Anyway, so yeah, so paying attention to Mercury and knowing when Mercury is retrograde, for example, because when it comes to manifesting and Mercury retrograde, you know, Mercury is going to, if Mercury is retrograde, you're going to get a second chance. You're going to get second chances to have another go at such and such or so and so. So, you know, a really good one as well is to think about that. So let me kind of just go over what we've talked about. So the first thing is schedule in your spirituality. Okay, so take the time to make a note. Here's the new moon, here's the full moon, and decide that on those dates you are going to spend at new moon 5, 10, 15 minutes writing out your goals. What are your intentions for the month ahead? Once you've set your goals, you will be more likely to take small, inspired steps towards making your dreams come true. And then at the full moon, release it all to the divine. Whatever hasn't worked for you, release it all to the divine, okay? Now that's going to be, if you do 10 minutes at new moon, 10 minutes at full moon, that's 20 minutes a month, okay? That's, what is it, 4 hours a year. Is that right? Have I got that right? Maths is not my strong point. I think it's 4 hours a year. Can you give 4 hours a year to manifesting your dream life? Because if your answer is no, I'm sorry, I can't give 4 hours to myself every year to manifest my dream life, then you're not really serious about manifesting. You have to make some little commitment. And as I've been saying today, if you want to change your life, you have to change your life. So schedule in a little bit of manifesting work twice a month, at least new moon and full moon. If you want to take it to the next level, and I actually believe this is really important because it's not really enough just to do it twice a month. Even if you just allow 30 seconds, a minute a day, light that candle in your ritual space and just connect with the divine and just say what we said, something like, I now align with my higher purpose and I call in all that is good for me and any forces of the same vibration or higher. Something like that, because it just raises your vibration. And when it comes to manifesting, it's about what you're putting out 24/7. Okay, so that's that. And it's like literally a minute. So what is that? 365 minutes a year. I don't know how many hours that is. Maybe it adds on 2 or 3 more hours. So we're up to 5 hours a year. So create a ritual corner, do a little daily practice, and then The digital reminders on your calendar can be really good. Using my beautiful Moonology diary can be really good because it's got all the stuff in there about what's coming up. And finally, I must say, I have referred to this a lot today. And I think there's a link. I think we've put a link in to buy it, actually. You can get it. It's a limited edition, but you can, oh, there it is. Thank you, Tom. There's a link if you want to buy the diary or the desk calendar. And this is, I think, actually priceless in this regard. It doesn't cost much, and every day you light your candle, you say your little invocation, you rip the page off, you see what the energies are. Bob's your uncle. Maybe draw an oracle card. So I hope that that is going to help you to find the time to manifest. Everybody told me that was one of their biggest issues was finding the time. Well, I think I've proved that you could probably do it. What did we come to in the end? 5 hours a year. Like, it's for your dream life. It's got to be worth it, in my humble opinion. Carolyn says that's also helpful. Oh, thank you so much, Caroline. Nancy Muller, thank you, Yasmin, thank you. And just remember, you're worth it, okay? And it's worth that little bit of time. Even if you say, you know what, I will do this for 3 months. Or, you know, what is it now? What's the date today? It's like the 2nd of November. I will do this for 2 months. I will do it between now and the end of the year. I will do it every day, you know? So on that note, I'm going to say I hope that helps. Thank you very, very much for being here today. And I'm sending you lots of love.